All right, team, here we go with another market update from yours truly, Coach Avalos, here at the Bull Ring. So, tonight I thought I'd start out with the VIX because I think there's some interesting things going on. Um, we could be seeing a reversal and possibly a longer bull run. So, let me show you what I found out. So, I'm looking at the VIX and I see the VIX had a really nice support right in here, and now it lost it and it's definitely headed down. So we broke the support here, and now if I turn on my indicators, I can see that the MACD has definitely flipped, and we see the histograms getting longer and longer, which means that this is a stronger move down. So what does that mean for us? It means that the market could potentially be moving in an upward direction. So let's go over and take a look at Apple. So if you see, Apple has done the same thing on the daily. So they started with some resistance that they were respecting for a while. And now after the earnings report, we see that Apple is out of that resistance and now headed in an upward motion. So let's take a look at Apple and see how strong this move up is. We see that they tried to fall out, and looks like it could have been a false breakout, or I'm sorry, false fall. But definitely looking at it's headed back up. Whichever way I put this line is headed on the way back up. If I come over to Amazon, Amazon took a beating. But one of the things I noticed on the 15-minute chart with Amazon, like I said in the group, if you're in the private chat group, you've seen my messages. It's in a bullish upward momentum, and it's got a nice gap to fill. And this could be some free money in here for folks. Let me just open up my template and show you guys. Okay. There could be some money here, depending on if Amazon continues to climb. So far, Amazon is demonstrating that it's going to make a comeback. When it did hit its bottom at $88.90 over here in the after hours, we did see that if you do the math, okay, right down here, it went down to about 87, 88. I mean, this company is at 53% of its worth. And what does that mean for you? It means that you get this at 47% off if you're interested in going long in Amazon, which might be a good deal for some of you folks. All right, Meta, same thing. A lot of people not happy with this company. It is staying down under $100. Tesla is starting to see a reversal, wants to come back up. So we'll keep an eye on Tesla. If you play SPY, keep an eye on Tesla. Tesla during the intraday moves SPY very nicely, but you can see the original trend was broken, but we do see a green candle, so we could see a reversal with Tesla, but it is in an upward motion. So let's see what happens, even though we see some nice resistance in here. Okay. Tesla could potentially come down, but we'll see. There we go. So we have a nice resistance line up here. Microsoft turning very bullish the other day, but all of a sudden it did find some resistance in this area. Very strange, but if you look at their candles, they're kind of all over the place. After earnings, they fell. They're trying to make a run back up. Again, they do have a gap to fill in here, so potentially if they do go up there, you guys can see some free money, so keep an eye on it. What I would do is I would set an alert whenever it gets past about 238. Might be a good time for an entry. Alright, Google, same thing, still headed down. Almost looks like nobody likes Google or doesn't want to buy it anymore, even though it's a pretty good company. But I am noticing some of these stocks are showing a kind of double top, maybe even triple top pattern. So Potentially they can go back down. Melly is still respecting its resistance line. It hasn't gone past this area, so let's see if Melly can break through this resistance, because Melly does help move the market. It is a pretty big market cap. Then we have Netflix. Netflix is in a bullish pattern. Definitely started moving well after earnings. It's trying to fill this gap right in here, and you can see it still has some room to run. Potentially you can see some resistance right around 325, 330 area if Netflix continues to go up. Now let's go over to QQQ. This is an interesting one because they do have potentially a double top pattern on the daily, which if I was to do a measured move here, I would say if it does play this out, we can see it coming down to about the 240, 250 area. So keep an eye on what happened here. It is trending down. It follows Microsoft and a few other stocks, but it is trending down. Now, what's going on with the rest of the world? Something very interesting going on in Asia tonight. So we see that and I've been charting these guys. You see that the NI 225, the Nikkei. Okay. If you go back, as far as you want, you can mark off your resistance and support lines, and you can see that it's headed on the way up again. So it hit the top here, okay, made its mark, and then found a new support level here, even though it broke support, but now it is headed up. So again, one of the patterns we see is that whatever happens in this market, we tend to duplicate it the next day. And you can see currently that the Asia market is very green, very, very green. So I don't think that we're going to see any bearish patterns yet, because everybody's buying. And unless we get some news, usually the news will turn it around. But I mean, a lot of indicators are pointing that we are flipping. Let me go back to a couple of these stocks like Apple. Let me show you something on Apple that I noticed as well. We go to Apple and we turn on our indicators. We'll see that the MACD, okay, is starting to flip. Okay, you see right in here, okay, it had some divergence. And then the RSI has also crossed the 50-day moving average here. So we can see a bull run. Now, last but not least, we got Bitcoin. What's going on with Bitcoin? I told you guys Bitcoin is making a reversal on the weekly. And if we come over and we look at the daily, okay, it's bouncing off the support nicely. And now it's going up, okay. So you can see that it's still in an upward motion or momentum. But if I come over to the 4-hour chart, we do see a little bit of maybe a, let me grab my magic marker here, maybe a little double top in here. But again, it could come down here into this previous area, and then it could just shoot back up. Because remember, on the daily, we come over to our magic MACD. So on the daily, it did flip. And again, if we come over to the weekly, on the weekly, we do have the same pattern. So it is headed up. So if you're playing Bitcoin, it's looking good, but it's going to go very slow. So you're still going to see some up and down on Bitcoin. But anyways, I'm hoping this helps you guys, and if you did find any value in this video, do me a favor and subscribe, hit the like button, and feel free to share it with your friends and family, and let them know that at the Bull Ring we still have a special. Now it's not 30 days, it's gone down to 7 days. You get to try the Bull Ring for 7 days for free. If you're interested, I'm leaving the link down below, and until the next video, hoping you have a green day tomorrow.